So you are a PE teacher at Villita Elementary.
Correct.
How long have you been with CFE?
When I graduated in 2003, I joined CFB team right away. My high school coach here at R.O. Turner, she called me and she's like, "Hey, you're graduating. I need an assistant coach for varsity. Head JV. He's tied in with PE." And being a college kid coming out with a BA in advertising and a minor in psych, I was like, I'll give it a try. Definitely comfortable background. I love Coach Garvey, so I was like, let's do it. So yeah, I was hired in '03 as a full-time sub, got my alternative certification, and then became a full-time teacher the following year. So it's been a while.
Here we are in 2018.
Yeah.
You get to play a lot of us see too. I looked at your sheet. It's just amazing. Women's football. I'm sure I'm leaving out a few. National tournament appearance 7, national titles 8, All-American team 3, national MVP 3 times, 3 state appearances, 2 championship titles, and the special awards for Alzheimer's, the charity events that you do. Just amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, I've got to ask you, how do we get from point A to point B?
Just my quick little story.
Yeah, your quick little story.
Okay, so being a CFB product, right? I went to Carrollton Elementary, and I went over to DeWitt Perry, and then I came to R.O. Turner. So I started sports in 3rd grade. I went up to my PE teacher, Tony Nebus, and I was like, "Can you help me sign up?" Growing up pretty poor, mom worked a lot. So I was like, "Can you help me sign up for soccer?" She's like, "Sure." So she helped me sign up for soccer. And then the next year I played basketball and just fell in love with sports. So played, and I got a scholarship in basketball. Played varsity here at Turner. Got a scholarship in basketball from SMU. So I played 4 years full time there.
You got a 4-year scholarship to SMU?
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you.
What an incredible school.
It's a blessing. So I went on a few recruiting trips. I almost went to West Point Academy, but when I did the military life and visit, I was like, man, I love the basketball part, but I don't know if I want to wake up every morning at this time and go through all the different years and plebe year and this year. I forgot what they're called, but I was like, but it's a great opportunity. Your path in your life is set when you're done, right? And serving the country, who wouldn't want to? And so I was like, oh, what do I do? But being so far away from home, and my family is like 10 people big, from my mom's war that she fought. It was hard to be that far away, and then I just had a blessing knock on the door. SME was still looking for a point guard, and they came and visited. I went and visited, and then they offered me a full scholarship. So,
excellent.
Yeah.
So how did you?
So how did I get into the football part, right?
Basketball.
Okay. So what's funny is I'm pretty active in my sports, and I've always been, right? I play 7 nights a week. We did basketball leagues and adult leagues, and so when you graduate, you're still that's what your life knows, right? So I was playing these leagues, and I was kind of like, man, we're getting kind of tired of this, same people, same cities, and you've been doing it since 4th grade. So one of my teammates and I, she was like, well, let's see what else we can get into. So we Googled, some sports, and she found flag football. And so we started out playing flag football, 4-on-4, a men's division. So it's 2 girls with 2 guy friends. Like my brother was a quarterback, went to R.O. Turner, and so we were playing 4-on-4, and we did well. We were athletes. We could catch, and we were like, we wanted to get better because it was like we bit the fruit, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so fun and challenging. It's something new, but none of the dudes wanted to help us. So we'd like hang out and just learn the game ourselves, and we're like, hey, do you want to play with this? You want to play with this? Like, oh no, and it's like they saw 2 girls, and they're like, I don't want to waste my time. So my best friend now, who also coaches me and kind of taught me the game of flag, he was a referee at that league, and he was like, hey, I'll play with you guys, I'll help y'all out. And he helped us out and mentored us, and we became like undefeated, and we did this and this, and now dudes are like, can we play with you? And we're like, no, we asked you when we were nobodies, and now you want to play with us. But yeah, so we got kind of bored with basketball at that time and fell into flag football. And I never, truth be told, and anybody would know this, I was like, I never thought I was going to be a quarterback. Never wanted to be, right? So we were playing in all these little leagues and tournaments and stuff, and we're always trying to find a quarterback. Well, if you think about it, the quarterback's almost the heart of the team and gives it directions.
So you were linebacker, is that right?
I played defensive lineman, safety, corner. I do all those things. Offensively, I was a receiver. I could play center, but I never thought I was going to be the quarterback. Now I am the quarterback.
And that's also the leader position as well.
Exactly. And so when we were like joining all these leagues, they said, V, you have a pretty good arm. You should quarterback. I was like, absolutely not. Right? But when we play catch, you're awesome. I was like, no, I'm not quarterbacking. And we were finding these quarterbacks, and then eventually they were like, hey, we're starting a league. I was like, okay. I was like, well, where's the quarterback? Who's showing up? They're like, you're looking at her. I was like, oh, Lord have mercy. So they just threw me in the fire against dudes. Guys were rushing at me. They came at me, hands big, doing this and that. And as a softball player and athlete, when I threw a ball traditional QB style, the big dudes would bat it down. So I ended up kind of adjusting, and I get this unorthodox sidearm, and they're like, wow, that's amazing. And it's just my body adjusted. So over time, I developed into a QB. I learned how to read the game. I studied the game. I hung out at the field, all day, watched like legend quarterbacks I'd heard about and watched how they set things up and read things. And so that's how it translated. It's addictive. It's challenging. It's fun. And then as a quarterback, every game, every play is something new.
Right.
And playing against dudes, you're always kind of the underdog, and so it's a fun challenge.
And it's a passion.
Oh, it's a passion. I think I'm 10 times better in football than I ever was in basketball. And that got me the scholarship. So I don't know.
Okay, I've got to ask you, how does this translate to your classroom?
In all honesty, it translates in so many ways. Because one, I love being a role model for my kids still. I love being active. I love participating with them. I love teaching them about sportsmanship and like how to win and how to lose. And a lot of my teachers, being that I teach elementary, they're like, well, Coach V, what should my daughter play? What should my son play? And I was like, even though I love sports myself, that's not my job at the elementary level. My job is to teach these kids an active foundation of life, to be healthy, like whether it's jump rope, hula hoop, play on the playground, swimming. It doesn't have to be a sport like basketball, football, soccer, but those are great too, but there are other ways to stay active. And so I'm trying to do the building blocks of that, and eventually down the tier with other, coaches and levels of school, they might find that sport is their thing. Or I just like to run. I just like to swim. I like to play on the playground and jump rope and scooter, whatever. So it translates there because I kind of changed their mindset. But I love, in all honesty, I love being a female role model, because the boys would be like, oh, it's Coach V, she can't do nothing. And I was like, all right, kiddo, line up. And then the girls are like, wow, a girl can do this. It's okay to be healthy. It's okay to have muscles. It's okay to be active. And then another little stereotype stigma is being an Asian woman. There's a whole different ballpark in that culture. And so La Vita is predominantly Asian. And it's kind of nice to show like, hey, I'm an Asian woman playing sports, being active, being healthy. It's okay. And that translates a lot into them. And they're like, I can hear the parents and I can hear the kids when we have like family fit nights. They're like, this is awesome. This is so much fun. And so
the entire family too.
Yeah, for sure. Whether it's a man, a woman, grandpa, grandma, whatever. I'm not trying to say, hey, we're going to do family fit night and we're going to play basketball. We're going to do family fit night, and one time I put out a parachute, and another time we did a Tabata warm-up like we've done in P.E. courses. So we just find fun ways to be active. And like I said, being that role model that's woman and Asian, it's fun to challenge the boys. And then we have our own little like level of communication and respect, and we'll like dab each other. And then the girls are like, oh, Coach V, it's awesome. And it's cool. I love it. I'm living the life. I'm not going to lie. I love my job.
Okay, just going to wrap up. What advice would you give that little third grader, La Villita, sitting there in your class? What advice would you tell them?
In the PE sports world, I'd be like, don't give up. Believe in yourself. Tap into it. It's okay to fail. It's okay to try it and learn that you don't like it, or learn that you do like it, because if you never try, you'll never know. I always try to encourage them to go out and do everything that they can, whether it's on the field or in the classroom. Tap into it. You haven't discovered all of yourself yet. I played all the sports growing up: volleyball, track, softball, soccer, basketball. But I tapped into it. I tried to figure it, and I loved it, and I was good at it, but I wanted to be the best at something. Instead of being good at everything, I wanted to be the best at something. And so as I got older, I got to tap into like, I'm going to focus here. But when I was younger, I tell them, like, tap into it, try it out. What do you have to lose? And so, and I tell them, it's like, you have so much to gain, whether it's on a sports level, whether it's learning how to communicate with people, deal with adversity, deal with drama, have teamwork, how to win, it's like sports is so much more than just sports to me. It's kind of a way of life, like being organized, independent, and a leader. You know what I mean?
Well, thanks for sharing your story.
Sure, that's
Have a
fun.
great year.
Thanks.